Hey friends, welcome to Post to Post. Thanks for clicking on this video, taking the time out of your day to join me here for this quick one. I appreciate you. The Detroit Red Wings came out with their 2.0 reverse retro jersey, and everyone was very unhappy. Not necessarily because of the design, that was a part of it, but because it looks so close to the Chicago Blackhawks one. How can two original 6 teams, both come to Adidas with the same similar design and then be like, yeah, okay. I find that very confusing. So let's talk about the Detroit design. Is it better than the Chicago? Let's look at pictures and figure it out. First one coming up is straight into the uniform. The teaser photos that Detroit posted were awesome. We got the gloves, the pants, and Dylan Larkin there. He's got the C on there. That's incredible. I love seeing that on there. See what I did there? Oh, see what I did there? Next image, just more. You can see the socks, and it looks in uniform. This looks so much better than individual. That's basically the way I can sum up this entire jersey. The next photo here we've got of the back. You can see the numbers on there. And I think the thing with Chicago, which makes it very frustrating from a visual perspective, is that it wasn't symmetrical and that the things that were aligned on the jersey were like overlapping parts and they weren't like fitting within certain lines and stuff. There was too much going on in the Chicago one. Whereas this one, it feels like more thought was put into place here. Red Wings on the top, the nameplate, there's a black bar going through there. It's completely in the middle. The numbers down below, 2 and 2, 22. There's as much black space above on the stripe as there is the black space on the bottom. Everything has its place. And I think that can be summed up for another photo that we're going to look at here in just a couple of seconds. Let's move on. Not this one, but one coming up. So here we got the jersey by itself hanging in the locker room. So individually, like I said, this is not as good as the uniform. The uniform is better as a collective whole. But individually, it's average at best. It really is. I think there are better designs that they could have gone with versus this. I know they're probably paying honor to the Detroit Cougars from way back, and as they should. It's not a bad design. I just think that there's more they could have done with their history. I know they don't have like a vast, crazy history of like different designs and all this stuff. They've only got really a small handful, but I just felt like there were better options. So I was a little bit disappointed to see this. However, we'll continue on. You can see the logo there in detail. It looks okay. It looks, just like regular text. There's nothing to write home about there. The next image here, just another close-up of the text on the front of the logo, technically. And here's the photo that I wanted to talk a little bit about, where everything has its place. Let's just take a moment to appreciate this dressing room, okay? I know this is about a jersey. This video is about a jersey, and we're going to review it. But they posted this photo, and I just have to take a moment and just appreciate it. I want you to look at this photo, and I want you to think of one word that summarizes this entire room. For me, there are actually 2 that come to mind. The first one is clean. And I don't mean clean by like there's not dirt anywhere or there's no garbage anywhere. I just mean clean as like everything has its place. Kind of like the jersey. The jersey feels like everything has its place. The numbers on the side of the arms fit inside the little black bar, or the black stripe. Detroit on the front fits in the black stripe. Like, this room replicates the jersey in a way. Just, it's busy because there's a lot going on, but everything has its place. And I think the other word is historic. Like, this is just a simple dressing room. Kind of some wooden stuff on the walls, very like original 6 style. The benches are even like kind of old school. Nothing on the floor, just general carpet. No fancy RGB lights or anything like that. Just clean and historic, and this is just a beautiful room. All right, enough room talk. Let's get back to the jersey, shall we? So we got the goalie kit here. I think that looks okay. Again, maybe nothing to write home about there. Next photo, you can see a little bit more of the uniform. I think the socks balance with the jersey perfectly. I really, really like the socks. Moving on, you can see the helmet in this. This is the last shot I have. I can see the helmet. It's red. So as a uniform, I think this actually looks really good. On TV, it looked excellent. In photos, it looks excellent. It looks way better than the Chicago one. The Chicago one for me was just there's stripes like everywhere. It's just madness. At least there's some uniformity here with the striping on the jersey. So I much prefer the Detroit Red Wings reverse retro versus the Chicago one. I much prefer the uniform. And it really does shine in the uniform. This is not one that I have decided to purchase of the 11 that I've got. 9 hand-stitched, 2 not stitched. This is not one of them, unfortunately. However, I would consider getting this one stitched, probably with Larkin, because I want the C on there. But only if it's in stock down the road, and it probably will be. I don't think there's going to be a lot of people going out to try and buy this one. So maybe in the future I can snag this one, because this is actually the only Detroit Red Wings Adidas jersey that I have and have ever had. So Detroit is lacking in my jersey collection. I've got a Reebok jersey that's kept in a different location, not in this room. That's in safekeeping, I guess. So Technically, I have 2, but only one Adidas. But yeah, I mean, I'll go back to the original photo, I guess, that we looked at, and my original ranking was 3.5 out of 10. I was not very impressed. That's a pretty poor rating. I think now that I've seen it in games versus Chicago's and stuff, and still looking at the jerseys individually here, I think a 5 or a 6 is likely the better score for this one. I think maybe 3.5 was definitely a little bit low, actually. Not just maybe, it definitely was. So we'll give it a 6 out of 10. The uniform, man, I'd give maybe like an 8.5 out of 10. I don't want to go 9. 9 feels a little bit too strong, but definitely an 8, I think, at the least. It really did shine in the uniform. So there you have it. That's my opinion. I would love to hear yours down below in the comment section. If you don't want to spend, a couple of minutes writing a big comment, that's totally fine. Just go down below. Leave me your rating out of 10. That's totally fine. Would love to hear from you. Get to see how my community feels about this jersey. It's always interesting reading comments and stuff on Twitter and Reddit and how people feel, but then also reading what my community here on YouTube feels in the comment section, because sometimes, most of the time, it's actually the same, but sometimes it's a little bit different. So I always like to see different opinions in different locations. So thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button. Are you going to get this jersey? If you did, send me photos when you get it with the person on the back. If you get it stitched, I would love to see it. Follow me on Twitter. It's @PostToPostShow. If you're new, if you want to see more videos like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.